Well, as predicted a few seasons ago, I always knew we were going to do back-to-back promotions, but now let's see if we can sign our first ever Wonder Kid. Hello, welcome to Club 3, Part 16 of the Global Explorer. Coming up in today's episode, we've got our transfer window with Millwall as a newly promoted Premier League club. There may be a few job interviews here and there, but I probably won't get show you them on camera. But I will tell you about them. So there's always a chance we could potentially get what's the word we're poached on. Or that's probably not the right word, but um, we could I did possibly get another job in today's episode. Obviously, the Man City manager Carlo Ancelotti retiring at the end of this season, so you never know. In Man City, like what I did with Millwall, they might potentially give me a job interview. So, but that's to be confirmed. But let's take a look at our end of season review. Let's go through some of our newest signings. Obviously, we did sign a lot of players. Due to the fact we did get given a 56 million, might have been 60 million transfer budget last summer. Obviously, first signing was Pisilli. He was absolutely brilliant. May have got injured towards the end of the season, but I'm sure he will make the step up into the Premier League. 5 goals, 8 assists. Hopefully, he can have a better season next year. Modern Wolf, a good player. Obviously, picked up a really serious injury. I am looking to get in another left back ahead of him. We'll just still keep Wolfie around just as a backup. Will Alves, he's fine. He was pretty much a emergency signing, but I think he'll be a great backup in the Premier League. Then Michaelis Sava, brought him in as centre back, but next season he's going to be a left winger, so a backup left winger to Oteng. So that should be quite a dynamic duo on the left. And Jared Brittamore, a great defender, potentially a great defender, still quite young, only 21. So hopefully he can try and get into the team a few more times. Obviously, Melvin Kiyose, only alone at the moment, does have that £10 million optional future fee. I will try and break that at some point, but at the moment it's proven to be unsuccessful. Then John Joe Kenny, he was a good signing. Great when he had to play. Didn't play a whole load of games. Only started 3 games. I actually thought he started more games than that, but he did come on for 33 appearances. And Jay Ellis, a fantastic signing who will definitely make the step up into the Premier League, and Corley Fowler, absolute superb. So the board expected us to avoid relegation. Did they really? I don't know that at all. I just expected mid-table, but nobody wants us to avoid relegation. We smash that with flying colours by finishing second and get promoted automatically to the Premier League. That's absolutely ridiculous. Obviously, FA Cup got to the 5th round, knocked out by Manchester City. Hopefully, we can try and beat them this year. Obviously, considering we're going to be playing against them. The Carabao Cup, let's not worry about that because that's just a Mickey Mouse Cup. The biggest win this year was a 8-0 win over Swansea City. Match to remember was a 4 win over Hull, and goal of the season went to Otting Mensah for his goal against Coventry. We will just take a look at this. I do like to take a look at the goal of the season, see how good they really are. Otting Mensah scored a handful of great goal for us over the course of this season, but I think this goal is special. That's absolutely brilliant. Did we seriously get a red card in that game? Daniel Kelly getting sent off. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Club reputation still stayed the same, 3-star reputation. Annual revenue has gone up a little bit. Sponsorship has dropped down, which that's quite surprising. I'm a little bit confused by that. Then competition prize money has also dropped down. You presume the fact we didn't get through to the second round of the Carabao Cup. Maybe that's why. Then only 189 shirts sold. Really? I don't believe that at all. So our best 11 this year was Screaming in goal. No room for Bergson. Well, that's quite interesting, that, considering Screaming only came in for the second half of the season. And back for Crusade, Dees, Ellis, Kabongo, Priscillian Valden, Marshall, Lee, and Ottingments and Emmanuel Watford. That's not bad, not bad. I'd say that probably was the best 11. Don't need to look at the dynamic timeline. I don't really tend to bother looking at that. Well, did we do anything in the FA Cup? No, we weren't even like biggest overachievers. That's a bit rubbish, that is. Vinicius Junior plays for Liverpool. Does he really? That's what we're coming up against this season. If we're still in charge of Millwall, because there's always a slight chance we might not be. We have sort of started transfer business early. Victor Malejo is leaving us to join Cremonense. Noah Kabongo, we've accepted 2 offers from Swindon Town and Aberdeen, both 775k. So hopefully he joins one of them. And the other transfers I have not got a clue about. Just to recap off the budgets, we've got £38 million in the transfer kitty and 274k spare wage budget, which will end up going up. There's a couple clauses we could potentially sell. I'm not sure how much these actually are. Not very much, so I guess we just sell them now. I guess this is just a little bit money. It's money at the end of the day that goes into the transfer kitty. I doubt that's changed yet. It has not changed much at all. So I guess we'll probably just come back first day of the transfer window. I highly doubt I would have signed anyone by then, but may have sold a few more. Well, here we go. It's the start of the transfer window. Haven't signed anyone as of yet, but we have started to shift some players along. So let's take a look and see who we've been rumoured with. So first player we've been rumoured with is Jorginho Rutter, who is a striker. I mean, 2.6 million. It's not really a position I'm looking for, but he could be a decent Premier League striker. Leading Championship, unlikely to improve. I will keep scouting him. Second one, Bongo Cooley Herlongerine. Definitely not going to sign him because he's 29 years old and his name's ridiculously hard to sound. Andrew Bomadani. I mean, he doesn't look too bad. Right-footed, but prefers to be on the right. We've already got 2 right-footed centre backs, preferably left-footed if that was possible. Emiliano Martinez, that'd be a good shout, but we've not been rumoured with him. But the first player leaving us today is Dirk Proper. He's joining Bolton for £3.4 million, so a massive profit. We signed him for 250k, sold him on for 3.4. That's a £3 million profit. Then other players leaving us. Noah Kabongo will be joining Aberdeen for 775k. Then Malejo, I would told you that he was joining Cremonense for £4 million. That's the only sales I've done so far. Tried to get rid of Isted and Cernak, but that is proven to be a bit challenging. Wanted by a whole host of clubs on loan. Swansea City are making a bid for him. Actually, it's probably easier to sell them inside the transfer window. Not for Isted, it's not. Maybe Isted might just be going out on loan. But I haven't tried to sign Salvatore Kiyose just yet. I'm just going to try him now on camera. If that doesn't work, obviously our promotion hasn't officially been confirmed yet, so maybe we'll just hold off doing any incoming transfers until we've officially been promoted and the fixtures have been released. And hopefully then it's probably easier to sign players, because at the moment we're still technically known as a Championship club, not a Premier League club. So I'm not sure what positions we need, but I guess by the beginning of July I should hopefully know what sort of positions I'm going to sign, what players will be leaving. So hopefully it should be a lot easier in July, which is probably just going to come back. Obviously, unless we have any job interviews, which I highly doubt. I hope not, because I'm enjoying my time with Millwall. Not been here long, barely a season and a bit, but hopefully our time keeps on going. Hopefully we do avoid relegation next year, depending on the players I sign. But so hopefully by the beginning of July, hopefully should have signed at least one player by now. And Well, it's currently the 10th of July. I think our transfer business is going really rather well. We've signed two top quality players, Premier League level players, and I mean they're great. They are huge players. We have also sold a few more faces. Trying to sell out. No, we've actually no doubt Harry is said. We'll get to that one in a minute. So players that have left the club at the moment. Anthony Dewey has gone out on loan at Exeter City again just because he's just not going to get into his team. He's just not good enough. Might have overpaid for him. 4.3 million. Might make a slight loss on him. Victor Minejo did join Cremonense. Just a few loans. Arias said to Dundee. Ayrton Pete, one of our other youngsters, has gone on loan to Blackpool for this season. He's got Premier League potential. I highly doubt he's going to reach it. Just considering he is 22, I highly doubt he's going to get up to that level. And Kent Dickens has gone out on loan to Grimsby. That's his first professional loan. Hopefully it's a good one. Then coming in, only signed two players at the moment. I don't think we signed anyone on the back end of last season. No, we did not. So first up is Vitali Mikalenko. He's a 31-year-old Ukrainian left back, 3.5 stars of current ability, decent Premier League. And he comes in from Everton on a free transfer, previously of Dynamo Kiev as well. I mean, I think he's going to be a fantastic signing. Only played one game for Everton last season. What? That's absolutely crazy. Then next up is Elia Caprile. He's a 28-year-old Italian goalkeeper, 4.5 stars of current ability, good Premier League. He comes in from Napoli, or Parthenopeus Napoli, for £9 million. That's quite a cheap transfer, considering his value is up in the higher 20s. So that's not too bad. I'm very surprised we were able to get him for £9 million. And he signed for Millwall as well. That's even more crazy. Elia Caprile signing for Millwall. That's a sentence I never thought I'd say. So we are working on two other players. One of them is Paweł Josh. He's a Polish right back. Looks like a really good, decent pace and acceleration. 5'10", so a decent fullback. And Taylor Harvard-Bellis, obviously a centre back. So hopefully, if those two come in, that should be the defence done, I think. So this is the squad at the moment. So we've got Bergson and Caprile as the two goalkeepers. Obviously, Caprile, obviously, first choice. I'm not a lunatic. They're right backs. At the moment, we've just got John Joe Kenny. Is he honestly value? I thought I was reading him as 31 to 39 million, but no. Jay Ellis is wanted by FC Cologne. He is definitely not going to. He's going to be one of many centre backs with us, along with Robbie Dees and Jared Whittemore, and potentially Taylor Harvard-Bellis if he does come in. Then left backs, Wolfie as second choice, Mikolenko as first choice. Brandenburg, I wouldn't mind trying to sell him, I think, because realistically, I don't think he's going to get up to that standard, or we'll just loan him out. Or we can just do that, I guess. So that's Niels Brandenburg potentially on his way out. So if he goes, we don't really need to replace him. And centre mids at the moment, we've got Piccini, Kelly, and Valden. So potentially one more centre mid, probably a playmaker, I think, or a Masala. I mean, we've got Piccini, who's technically a Mazzala, but he could also play as a playmaker. So playmaker or Mazzalo, I'm happy with either or. Then on the right, we've just got Marshall at the moment. Then in the middle, we've got Alves and Lee. I think we'll probably just stick with Morty Lee for this year. Possibly he's decent championship. What's Will Alves? Decent league. What? He'll be fine as a backup. We can sell him if we need to. Then on the left, we've got Oteng Mensah, Michaelis Sava. Obviously, went from centre back to left winger. He's just I just think he's a far better left winger than he is a centre back. Yeah, that is his preferred role as well. Then strikers, Callum Marshall down to Emmanuel. I think we just go with Emmanuel this year. Decent championship, but he's got potentially Premier League as so as Morty Lee and many other players in this squad. What's Corey Fountain? Is he It's going to equal potentially Premier League. That's going to be problematic. So potentially maybe another Mazzala, because Basili, I expect, will be first choice playmaker. But at the moment, we just need the right back and centre back to come in. If these two come in, that's defence done and dusted, potentially. Also, if Ellis leaves, we need to replace him. And a centre mid, a right winger, maybe an attacking mid to get rid of Alves. I honestly, I do not know at the moment. So this is the budget's currently with a month left before the season starts. Still got 28 million left in the transfer because he's still got $250,000 spare wage budget. But at the moment, squad is looking good. I will show you the first two games of the season. It's not pretty. It's Liverpool, Man United. That's probably the worst starts we could have ever had. I don't think we want to buy anyone there. We did have a job interview at Bournemouth. I turned it down purely just for the fact I didn't really want to join another Premier League club, another mid-table Premier League club. Just not really interested. It was Man City, Man United. Yeah, we've been up for it, but not Bournemouth. But hopefully, by the time we come to play our first Premier League games, which is going to be tricky, hopefully, should have filled out the rest of the squad with top quality Premier League players. Well, we have made it to the start of a brand new Premier League season, and we have signed a lot of top quality players. We have signed one of the best Brazilian right wingers in the world, potentially, but it could be, and I'm very excited by him. Niels Brandenburg has also left us to join Leeds United for £3 million. I don't think that's a bad move, considering we did bring him on a free. Yes, he still had potential to fulfill. Maybe he might reach out with a different club. But let's go through all of the signings we've made today. We've only done 6 signings, mainly because I didn't think we needed to do any more. First up was Vitaly Mikolenko, 31-year-old left-back, Ukrainian, 3.5 stars current ability, decent Premier League player. Came in from Everton on a free transfer. Next up, it was Ilia Caprile. He's an Italian goalkeeper, 4 stars of current ability, good Premier League player. Came in from Napoli for £9 million. Then moving on to the players you haven't met. You sort of met this guy. This guy is Paweł Jaros. He's a Polish right back, 3.5 stars of current ability, 4.5 star potential. He's a good Championship player, but potentially Premier League. I think he's Premier League anyway. He came in from Pagon for £2.4 million. So quite a cheap transfer that was. Don't think it was a release clause. It might have been, it might not have been. Then next up, Taylor Harmer-Bellis, 28 years old, English centre-back, 3.5 stars of current ability, decent Premier League player, came in from Sheffield United for £1 million. My good God. They paid $18 million for him. They played him 7 times. That's just a waste of money, that is. Waste of money. He's going to play far more games than that with us. Then next up is probably one of our best signings we've done today. Alisson Neurona. He's a Brazilian right winger, 4 stars of current ability, 5-star potential. Somehow not a wonder kid. I really don't know how. He's a decent Premier League player. Comes in from SBO for £15 million. And my good God. Look at that value. Look at that. That's a sign of a world-class player. That is right there. Dare I say it? Ronaldinho-esque. It really is. Is he? Is he the next Ronaldinho? Not really. Doesn't say it, but I presume he is. Next up is Javi Serrano. He's a 27-year-old Spanish centre mid, 2.5 stars of current ability, 3-star potential. Good League One, decent potential. I'm not going to take too much offence to that. He's pretty much going to be a backup. Probably hardly going to use him. Probably end up selling him in January, but he comes in from San Etienne for £5 million. But I'm sure we can probably make a decent profit on him when we come to sell him. So we do have some budgets left over. £3 million, 10k spare wage budget. I'm probably inclined just to move that transfer budget into wage budget so the board don't take it off me, which I'm just going to do. So that gives us a lot more wage budget to play with just in case we need to sign any free transfers or loans. So this is the squad going into the first season in the Premier League at the moment. So Bergson and Caprile as the two goalkeepers. Obviously, it's fairly obvious which one's the first choice, which one's not. Then right backs, we've got John Joe Kelly and... oh, good God. Do we not... I thought it was like... oh, yeah, Harold Jaros, it just says he's a preferred right winger, but he's our right back. I was like thinking, oh my God, we don't have a right back. But we do. Centre backs, we've got Harvard Bellis, Jay Ellis, Robbie Dees, and Whittemore. Jay Ellis, we never had a bid for him, so that's pretty good. Then left backs, we've got Monowolf and Mikalenko. Then centre mids, we've got Serrano as a emergency centre mid, Basili, Kelly, and Valden. And then right wingers, we've got Marshall and Nerona. Absolutely, I'm thrilled with that signing. I really am. I'm actually surprised a team like Millwall can sign players like that. Then in the middle, we've also got Alves and Mortini. Obviously, Mortini, I think he should step up just fine. Then left wingers, Otting Mensah, Mitchell, Michaelis Sava. Then up front, we've got Callum Marshall, Dowda, Emmanuel. Primarily, it is the same team as last year, but just a few new players here and there. I think Dowda Emmanuel should make the step up. He made the step up to the Championship just fine. I'm not expecting him to get 29 goals in the Premier League, but if we can get over 15, I think that will be very good. Let's take a look at the season preview. So it does predict us to finish bottom. However, we do have Elia Caprile, so honestly, I don't know if to believe this or not. I think this is rubbish, the season preview. I think it really is, because, I mean, key player, Elia Caprile, he's just like one of the best goalkeepers ever. I hardly doubt we're going to finish bottom. And Serrano is not going to be in the starting lineup. That's completely rubbish, that is. Apart from that, the projected lineup, pretty spot on. Maybe not Marshall as well. Maybe Marshall, I don't know who's going to be the starting striker. So I guess that's rather something to find out tomorrow. So I will see you all in the next episode, where we will be starting life in the Premier League. For our first matches will be against Liverpool and Man United. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Liverpool Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.